What's goody, Virgo? This is Twintuitive Tarot, and I'm here to do your weekly reading for the second week of July. This reading may or may not resonate with you, so be sure to check the other signs in your chart. And if you don't know what your chart is, check out the link below where you can find out. All right, I like to do 3 cards out first: past, present, future. And then we just pull cards from there, see what we get. These cards are freaking huge. I'm using the Bowie deck today on you guys. Just what I was feeling. Feeling it. Let's get it. See what you guys got. In your past, you've got the Lovers. Your present, oh my God, 10 of Wands. I say oh my God because it is just consistent with you guys in that 10 of Wands, man. All right. You guys got that last week too, if I remember right. And in your future, you've got the 3 of Swords. Let's talk, Virgo. You got some heavy energy here, okay? Right off the bat, you can see a clear progression from a very happy phase to a very isolated, unhappy phase. The Lovers in your past. That is the Gemini card. That is also just the card of having multiple lovers. Or having to choose between 2. So the card can signify many things. You know what it means particular to your situation, but it can really just signify a time period where you felt a lot of love. This could literally be, you know, a person. If this card is representative of a Gemini, that's a Gemini in your past. Or it's a phase in your life where you felt a lot of love in your past that you're coming out of. Or you were with a person, there was a connection that was very, very deep. And this is in your past. Again, that's one of the happiest cards in the deck that you can get, given its context. It's all about love, yeah? In the present moment, you've got the 10 of Wands. Burdened, overworked. This came up in the Earth sign readings or reading for this week. You should check it out because I'm seeing the exact same thing. It's like 10 of Wands in the original deck is symbolized by a guy walking down a path in raggedy clothes with 10 fat wands on his back, and he's hunched over and he can barely walk. All those wands to signify burdens, each one being something that he feels passionately about to the point where he's carrying it. Whether it's a wand that he's really angry about, so he's carrying it, or it's a wand that he isn't his, but he's carrying it out of, you know, service or control or something from someone else, or it can be a lot of things, you know, whatever. but the point is that the things that are on his back, they're wands, you know, needing to put stuff down, not letting go of the, weight or a situation. And that's when the 10 of Wands can be heavy, is that when it's actually not 10 things and or multiple things, but it's one thing that the weight of the world is basically on your shoulders. In this depiction, it is... Oh, sorry, that's bugging the shit out of me. Can't handle that. Sorry, 1 second. Okay. In this depiction, you see he's in the desert. It's dry. It's desolate. And he brought out there, in the earth sign reading, I use the analogy of, like, imagine if these steps weren't steps and it was flattened and it's a skate ramp. And say this guy's passion is skating and he loves it, but it's like, dude, you dragged it. How did you even get it there, first of all? Like, that's an insane amount of energy exertion. And then on top of that, what the fuck is it doing in the desert? Like, it doesn't belong there. You're dragging it around. It's not realistic. Unnecessary burden. And this dude is like toasty. He's not lively. He's about to fucking fall over. He's... Kill me now. Like, I'm about to collapse. So tired. I'm so beat up. I'm so done. Which is just such a starkly different energy from the Lovers. It's like heaven and hell, isn't it? 3 of Swords in your future. 3 of Swords talks about heartbreak, extreme heartbreak. A lot of times it's to do with 3 people because of the 3 swords. In that everybody gets hurt in the end, type of thing. And with the Lovers here, it could definitely be about that. But if it's not, it's talking about this burdened contrast compared to this happy, colorful past that you remember very easily, because I feel like this happy time wasn't too long ago, and it leaves you feeling sad about it. Now again, it can be you that feels this way or someone that feels this way about you. Yeah? Remember that. You got to be kind of listening to this stuff, not just from your perspective. It could be what other people feel or think, or, yeah. So, and again, if it's not to do with love or to do with, a relationship with a particular person, these cards are symbolizing a happy time where you felt very fulfilled emotionally, physically too, and going to a time where you're so dry. I mean, the Lovers, you see, they're in the water. I mean, then it's like water from fucking heaven, psychedelic heaven. Woo! And this dude's where? Ain't a drop of water in sight. Can't even imagine a drop of water. The vibe of this card is like so done. Mind, body, and soul. Done. That's what that is. And the 3 of Swords. You can see this dude with his hood on. Just kind of sitting there. He's not happy. He feels dark. He feels alone. He is looking at, Three of Swords talks about like looking at heartbreak as well. You can be stuck in a perpetual state of Three of Swords, thinking about the past heartbreak, thinking about it. It is kind of a past tense card in a lot of cases. It's like it's heartbreak over some shit that already happened versus a card that's expressing something that is heartbreaking. It is heartbreaking. That thing in that moment, that is the heartbreak. Whereas this is like, heartbreak happened. Like, it's not a picture depicting three swords going into a heart. They're already in there. And we got it real good because we got 3 to make sure we got every last little bit, right? All right, let's pull some cards. There's clearly a progression here. Either you or someone you're dealing with, they went from happy to really not. And it kind of went like, and it's like, you know, when something bad happens to you, there's like that period of shock. Whether that's something extreme and you're literally in shock for a while, or maybe it's just like immediate and you're only in shock for like an hour or a few minutes. But while you're in the shock, you're feeling, you're not thinking. That's the point. The shock is that you literally you can't think. There is no reason to what you're feeling. It's shocking. You're just feeling so intensely that you can't match it with any cognitive fucking match in your head. It's just... That's the 10 of Wands. The 3 of Swords is like, now we're thinking about it. And now we're thinking and feeling. We're thinking about it now. We're not just feeling. But we're still feeling. But we're not thinking. But we are thinking about it now. Ace of Wands. The Wheel. What do we got to do to get out of this? What do we got to do to get out of this? What do we got to do to get out of this? I'm not happy. What do I got to do to get out of this? This is like almost like if you were in a furnace, it's burning. I got to get out. It's about to get my bones. Like, this Ace of Wands is decisive decision. It's passionate. It's sure. It's decisive. Yeah. And it's passionate. Again, it's like taking all of these wands, like this dude just, instead of collapsing, gets so fucking fed up, throws all the wands to the side and just takes one and slams it down and, like, you know, declares some shit into the universe for himself, and the wheel turns. The wheel is your life. Yeah? And we've got these notches on the wheel. They're important. Click, 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 click. And when you go through a phase or a progression or whatever, you go click. And we learn along the way, yeah? Sometimes we don't learn and it stays stuck or it goes backwards. And that is not what we want. And it looks like that happened. Because that lover's energy is like, overflowing. There's so much color. It's like endless. Yeah, infinite. You can grow with that. That's like, the sky's the limit with whatever colors you can imagine, whatever like emotional depth you can create. It's there. We got a whole body of water. We don't have cups. We got bodies of water, you know? Into this 10 of Wands shit. 3 of Swords. It's just... It clearly, we were on a momentum and then it stopped, and now we're in the fucking desert and there's just swords and wands whooping my ass. Like, what the fuck? Where's my water? Where's all the color? Where's all the color? It's gone. So this is like, bring it the fuck back. This is the wheel will turn, because it stopped. It stopped or it went backwards, and this is fucking smacking the wheel like, fucking go. Queen of Cups. 10 of Pentacles. Where do we want this wheel to turn? Temperance on the bottom. We want this wheel to turn to our 10 of Pentacles. That is ultimate satisfaction, abundance in the material world. Like, you ever meet those people or see those people in movies or whatever, where you're like, man, that's it. That's the dream. That dude, that chick, they got it going on, man. Like, look at this house, look at that car, look at, and it doesn't even have to be flashy. It's whatever it is for you that you're like, oh my God, that car you can go camping in every fucking weekend. And it doesn't have to be a Lamborghini, you know? It's whatever you imagine to be the most stable, idyllic, material existence. You got the house, you got the car, you got the dog, you got the whatever the fuck it is. Mini golf course in your backyard, like whatever it is, you got it. You want that. That's where you want the wheel to turn. You want that wheel to be the wheel of fortune. Feel me? And the Queen of Cups is a person. And in fact, she's the only person who's shown up as a person. I mean, you've shown up in the beginning, but those cards aren't about people. Those cards are about energies. This is the first person to pop up, and this is a feminine energy. Doesn't mean female, just means somebody that is softer in her emotional approach. She has emotional capacity that's very large. She is on her own. She's on her own. She's very, very, very loving. Could be a water sign energy. That's Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, or if they have it in their chart. You got followed by the High Priestess. Now, this is either a second individual or this is the same person. This person is highly intuitive. She's the High Priestess. She knows a lot of things. She's quiet. She's very quiet, but she knows like everything. She's the High Priestess. She's the counterpart to the Hierophant. That's about as much spiritual and religious symbolic representation you can have in a archetype for the tarot deck. You got the Princess of Swords. All right, you've got a Judgment, Four of Wands. You're trying to, okay, either this is one person that is very multifaceted, has many dimensions to them, you know, in that they are emotionally overflowing in a very good way. They have a lot of heart space energy that is very strong. And they're intuitive and they're just very spiritually in tuned. That's the High Priestess. Or knows a lot. Or is secretive, like, you know, it's that vibe. And then you've got someone who's very sharp with their words in communication, kind of cold. So either this is all the same person or this is multiple people, a couple of people, few people. Again, you've got the Three of Swords, you've got the Lovers, and now you're having three females, or really it's like two females pop up. Or, sorry, feminine energies. I need to stop doing that because it's really not female. It's just people coming into your life. You were in a really happy time. You went into a really shitty time. You lost all the color, all the water. You're in a desert with nothing, about to fall over. You fall over and you're just feeling your heart break to the point where you're like, fuck this. You make a passionate decision to move your wheel forward in your life. And you know what you want because you're making a judgment about what is going to bring you stability, Four of Wands. That's home life, family, A house. Again, that 10 of Pentacles energy. That's what we want. We want stability. We want dependability. We want material comfortability. The judgment. See, we want, what do we want? And it's also a divine judgment. This isn't like, what do I want to eat for lunch today? This is like, what the fuck? It's a big ass judgment call, and it's also the divine. It's like the universe making a judgment call as well. But it looks like it's one that you've made, and the universe is backing you up on it, because it's like you already made the decision with that wands, or with that wand. You threw the 9 aside and went, fuck that, boom, 1. And this judgment card is like the universe going, judgment, like, yes. 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 So that's heavy. If you've got this 2 people here going on, you're making a judgment. One is very cold. One is very emotionally open. One is has been through a lot, and is really pissed. Or wants to cut this other female's throat. You've got a younger person and an older person. There's clearly a princess and a queen. Princess, queen. 2 of Wands. What are we doing? Where are we going? There's just this dichotomy thing going on, okay? You got the Lovers, you've got 2 of Wands, 3 of Swords, which would include you and the 2 wands that you're holding. You take that wand, you make it an Ace of Wands. It's just so fucking clear. Wheel of Fortune. You've made a decision. And again, it doesn't have to be about 2 people or 2 whatever. It's seriously about this. Do I want to stay in this fucking desert, or do I want to go to this? This. And in this, there's 2 people. So maybe this is all just depicting, like, between 2 jobs, between 2 people, between 2 places. Are you going to move? You could be moving with this 2 of Wands. This is could definitely be, I'm trying to decide where to move. There's someone in your memory. Someone in your memory, or someone that maybe passed away that you think about. That you're like, what would they do? Or they're not around you, they're far away or something. You're like, what would they do? How would they choose? If they were me and they had the wands. It's someone you look up to. It's someone you find to be very wise. You feel like you can trust what their judgment would be. Like, it's like this mentor type of feeling. Mentor, or like a wise counsel. And maybe you're not talking. I don't get the vibe that you're talking to them, but you're like trying to channel them in a way of like, okay, what would they do? Because that's what I want to be like, this wise counsel. See, he's making a decision. You see that person, that face above him? It's like his higher self, or it's a wise counsel. Trying to look in deep in a perspective of not just like, because when we don't know what we want, or when we don't know where to go, or we don't know what to choose, or whatever, if we're in a stuck place, we can't think about it from our perspective sometimes, because we don't know. So we like to think about it like, well, okay, well, what would this person do? And then it's almost easier to answer. And it's like, oh, well, this person's about this and this, and they're not about this and this, so they would definitely choose this. You know, what kind of dinner would this person choose? Oh, well, they're about health, and, you know, they're not going to choose the fast food. They're going to choose the Whole Foods, or whatever the hell. You know, when you're thinking, okay, I know I want to start eating better. I know I want to start eating better, but I don't know what I should get for dinner. I don't know if I'm just tricking myself into thinking that that's healthy or it's not. I don't know if I'll eat it, I'll get that, but then I won't even want it because it's too healthy and it doesn't even taste fucking good. Like, I don't know. Well, what would this person in my mind who is a foodie and super healthy and I aspire to have a life like they do, or to have a body like they do, or to have the health that they do, or whatever the hell it is that you're like, that's how you do it. What would they get for dinner? All right. That's what I'm going to get. It's like that. Prince of Cups. Four of Pentacles. We're holding on. We're holding on to something. We're giving our cup to something that we want. The Ten of Pentacles. This, by move out of this fucked period, to be honest. I'm just going to say it because it is. You know it is. This can be so internal. This does not have to be external. Virgos are so fucking internal. I know the Virgos in my life right now, for example, my close friends and stuff, like, have the worst shoulders ever because they carry the fucking weight of the world. And that's why I was like, with that Ten of Wands, because it's just like every reading, y'all need a massage. Goddamn. Fucking injection or something to just loosen that shit up. But I get it, dude. I get it. I'd fucking feel like that too if I look at this guy's back. Chiropractor. Needs it. Yeah. To get out of this fucked period, you're clearly needing to make some sort of decisive action. And I think that was really apparent about this card. It's the Ten of Wands. You can't walk any further with that big fucking ramp. What are you doing? Feel me? Like, fuck, dude, what are you thinking? It's crazy you got it this far. It's crazy that you even got it this far. Like, yeah. So when you turn that Ten of Wands into a single wand, into a decision for yourself, and again, now that there's multiple people, either you're dealing with a lot of people or you have a lot of ties to different people, work, love, family, friends, creative, whatever it is. And a lot of them I think are unnecessary or need to be rearranged or whatever. It's like I'm getting this image of like, if every connection that you have in your life that takes energy from you in a good way, as relationships do, you have a rope. Okay, this is my rope between you and me. Okay, and now this rope between you and me. And then it's like every rope that you form on top of that, now they got tangled. You had this rope and then you got this rope, but they were going this direction and you kept it that way. You didn't go, hey, no, actually it needs to go this direction. We need to keep it all this way, guys. You were kind of just letting them fall where they fall. And now you're like, I need to untangle this, but all of these connect, it's like that. And not knowing how to undo it. So instead, I'm just going to continue with the weight of all of it. But you got to, you stayed here long enough to be like, I can't do this anymore. This is fucked. This is fucked. I'm so fucking unhappy. I could just fucking scream. Really loud. And you do, but you go, Narnia! Or whatever the fuck. You're just like, no, bitch! I will be this. Hey, and try not to fucking pop off, though. Because that is a very Virgo thing. Y'all take it on, you take it on, you take it on, you take it on, and then one day, you fucking blow up. Virgo's the only sign out of like my friends and family where it's just like, y'all are so composed. And then one day it's just like, damn, Virgo got some fucking, oh, my sister's a Virgo. She fucking says shit I would never. We're just saying a lot because I'm a Gemini and I say quite a lot, but that girl can lay it down when she feels it, and it's when she's feeling it. But she has to feel it at a level 10. If she's even at a 9, she might huff and puff and walk away, but she won't say anything. Sorry, girl. I'm using you as an example, but no one knows who you are anyway. But yeah, lay it down. Turn that wheel, baby. Wheel of Fortune. That's gonna be the name of this for sure. Be strong. Be strong. That's what will get the wheel turning. It's a heavy wheel. You got some sorting to do, but it sounds like you're more than ready to sort and get yourself back to all that color in your life. What fills your cup? You've got the moon here. The advice I'd say would just be to open up. And the sooner you do that, the sooner and less of a chance there will be for there will be less of a chance for things to go in a direction that you don't want. You don't want to stay there any longer, right? You want to get out as quick as possible, right? But you don't want to just get out and go somewhere else that you don't want. So think about it, what you're good at. And make that tower happen. The devil. You're clearly needing to cut off some shit. The devil talks about codependent, toxic patterns. So really, this doesn't have to be people. You know what it is. It's different for everyone. I have a feeling it's not. I should clarify. It's not it. There's multiple. You have many ones. Yeah, that dude wasn't burdened by one. There's a lot of things I think you need to change or let go of. 7 of Pentacles, because the more you look back, the more you are sad. That is not a happy card. Look, and he's also in the desert. See, you need to get out of here. Every card you got popping up that talks about this dark period you're in is the desert. You are dry. And then when it talks about you working and thinking and creating, all of a sudden there's flames and fire and color, which also was in the Earth sign reading. Check that one out. 9 of Swords. Okay, yeah, it's just saying the same thing. It's over and over. You got this. You always do. See you guys next time.